Got questions about the Brazos, no more unknowns. Ever wonder where that water comes from or where it goes? We're unpacking the Brazos River.
If you live in Hood County and have a kiddo who thinks they're basically a fish the second they see Lake Granbury, can listen up. We've got something that is going to make your summer a whole lot less stressful, and it involves free gear. Honestly, who doesn't love free stuff? I'm super pumped to have some of our team from the Brazos River Authority's Lake Granbury office here today to give you the 411 on the water safety awareness event that will set you up for success this summer. I'm Charlie Shugart, and this is Unpacking the Brazos River. Joining us in the pod again today to share the deets on this water safety bash is Dylan Mayfield, Lake Granbury's Reservoir Manager, and Cody Yarborough, Lake Ranger Sergeant at Lake Granbury. Thanks for coming back and joining us.
Glad to have us.
Yeah, good morning.
And Cody, this is your first time on the podcast?
First time.
Welcome. This is your first time. Tell our audience just a little bit about your history with the BRA.
I came to work here in 2021 when I was looking for a job after leaving my full career job in West Texas. I came across this and applied and was hired in 21 and went to work as a lake ranger and then was promoted to the sergeant lake ranger in 24 when Dylan came in also in 24.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys making the time to sit down and talk with me. Okay, so y'all have a big event coming up here in May. Tell me about it.
Yes, so we have what we call the Water Safety Awareness Day. It's the 8th annual here at Lake Granbury. It's a great event. And this year's theme is the 250th year to celebrate the nation's independence. And so it's a great event. It's May 16th of this year. It's 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So it's a great time.
Yeah.
Lots of, things for all ages.
Well, and I hear you guys are giving something away pretty special at this event.
Yes. So who doesn't like free gear? We have 300 free kids life jackets.
Incredible.
We will, size them. We have people that will help you, kind of give you information on life jackets, that kind of stuff. Life jackets are expensive, and so free is a great thing that we can provide that anyway to kind of bring awareness and increase life safety.
Yeah, no, 300 free life jackets. That's an incredible thing to give back to the community. So, if I'm a parent, do I need to physically bring my child to get the life jacket, or how's that work?
It's better if you bring them so then we can see, we can get estimated weight, height, do it that way. If worst case scenario, if you can kind of have those parameters, we can give you a life jacket. But it's best if we kind of see it, put it on them, size it, adjust it, and that way they can get it and make sure it's properly sized.
Absolutely.
So drownings is a silent action. Kids don't know they're in trouble till they're in trouble. And, with technology and phones, ultimately distraction. And let's say you're at a swim beach and you have all these adults around and you think, well, there's no way a kid could ever drown in a swim beach. Someone's watching them. But it happens in a moment's notice, and there's kids that play drowning and things like that. So it's very hard to recognize until it's too late. And so, that's where these life jackets come in and just make sure they're properly wearing them and they're in serviceable condition. And we just, would rather prevent, a drowning where we could have provided a $20 life jacket. So, in and around our lakes, pools, anything like that. So we have a thing called water watcher tags it's great for pools. And so it's a tag on a lanyard it designates specific people that they're not on their cell phone and they're watching, all the, their respected adult that is watching all the kids and things like that. So, and then once they kind of get exhausted, they can pass that off. And so kind of a transfer that ownership over to watch the kids and things like that.
Yeah, so if I'm out with a bunch of my friends and their kids, we can just pass that back
Just
and
pass
forth.
it around. Yeah. And just kind of bring awareness to it. I mean, it happens, all the time, and it's a tragedy. And, there's a life jacket within distance and there's an adult within distance. And, just any way we can further the knowledge and education of water safety.
Yeah. I read some hard statistics on the CDC's website saying that drowning is the leading cause of death for kids ages 1 to 4. And that's just a really heavy stat. And that we lose 4,000 people a year to drowning in the US. And I mean, 1 is too many, but 4,000, that's hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could be the greatest swimmer and have a medical, situation or become incapacitated. And you can be the best swimmer. And obviously, that a lot of the drownings that I've seen, happen like that. So, or people that are around the water. I mean, they're out on the dock and they never intended to be in the water. and they fall in and they can't swim or they don't have the swim lessons and no one's around. And so anyway, to, just make sure if you're going fishing or out on the water, especially by yourself, that you have someone knows where you are, where you launched out of, when they expect to be back. So if you don't return, then they know where to go looking for you.
Yeah.
So
So everybody's clear, when kids are out on the water on boats, is having a life jacket nearby, is that good enough for being out on the water with kids?
I've worked a lot of drownings over the years, and there's a lot of times where life jackets is 10 feet away. And so it only helps you if it's worn.
Yeah.
You just never know when, you become incapacitated for whatever reason, a medical, episode or anything. But having that life jacket will keep you afloat, at least for someone to recognize, the situation.
And also under 13, it's required. If they're underway, if they're moving, the under 13 have to have a life.
Okay, so if the boat's on the move anytime, life jacket's on. Okay, good. I see something that says U.S. Coast Guard approved on labels. Is that just marketing, or is that actually a legal requirement that we care about?
That's a federal requirement.
On vessels.
On vessels, yes. They all have to meet the Coast Guard standards or UL laboratory standards.
Okay, yeah, and so it says that on the life jacket.
It does.
Okay. If someone's got like a dusty life jacket in the garage from like 2012, could they bring it up here for like a vibe check to see if it's still in good working condition for the kids?
Something that old, if it was properly stored, it might be usable, but why trust a life jacket that old? It is something that we could provide some guidance on something, but I mean, a lot of the times those materials will break down over time, and because they get mold and mildewy, they sit in the bottom of a boat, and moisture and sunlight will break them down. So it's a good idea just to get new ones,
Yeah.
shred those, so then someone else doesn't pick those up and start using them.
Oh, smart. Yeah.
Even before you wear them, look at them, make sure that there's no straps torn, any type of straps or zippers are all in service condition. If there's any rips or tears, definitely get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then perfect timing for summer to start and you guys giving away free life jackets for kids. For the event, is it if I show up with my 3 children, can they all walk away for one, or is it really a one per family cap?
No, if you have multiple kids, yeah, we can accommodate that. Typically, we usually have a surplus after the event. So even after the event, if you need a life jacket, call up to the office here, reach out some way, and we can get you a life jacket.
Awesome. What's a good number for people to call?
817-573-3212.
Perfect. Thank you.
And we have Cook Children's also donates a lot of life jackets to this event. And of course, the BRA, we purchase a lot of them through local vendors. And
So for the Water Safety Awareness Day event, is it just life jackets giveaway or what else is happening that day?
oh no, we have tons of state, county, local, just people that kind of have similar missions, I would say. So, game wardens, a lot of the sheriff's office, local emergency management, fire departments. Who doesn't like a good fire truck? We have, I think, maybe a fireboat. I think air evac might land a helicopter on site. It's kind of neat to see some of those things. So I think we'll have one of our patrol boats just to kind of, see things that you'll see on the water throughout the summer.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure those are big fan favorites
Oh,
for little
yes.
kids.
AgriLife Extension Office, YMCA, with those different things, those types of programs that they have after school and things. Carter Blood Care, it's great. They're going to be there Saturday, 9 to 1. You can actually set up an appointment that day, and so they'll be able to take your blood and things like that. So-
Oh, cool. Come get a free life jacket,
Right.
donate blood.
right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy free stuff.
Right. American Red Cross will be there. Yes, we'll also have radio station K hits. They'll be on live on Water Safety Day. Just giving a shout out to the local communities, reminding them of the event. We've got a ton of partners. There's just way too many to name. Volunteers. So that's the only way this event can go off with a hitch is with all the volunteers and donations and things like that.
Yeah,
So
that's very
we're very appreciative for all those. So we have a kids fish that we have a ton of volunteers that help. You don't have to know anything about fishing. Show up. We have fishing equipment. Last year we caught a lot of fish. And, it will be a catch and throwback. We'll kind of do some drawings and different things like that potentially for free fishing poles. And
Oh,
so,
that's really cool.
yeah,
Okay,
we're-
so if I've got a kid and we don't have any fishing equipment,
Mhm.
we can bring them and you guys are gonna help
Yeah,
them?
we'll have all the bait, we'll have the hooks, we'll have everything. So we'll have
Awesome.
people to kind of navigate all that stuff and kind of teach about fishing, kind of intro to the outdoors as far as fishing goes.
Yeah, that's really cool. If my kid has the attention span of a goldfish, if
Mhm.
they get bored of fishing after 5 minutes, is there a exit strategy or are we like locked into a fishing seminar?
Oh, no, it's come and go. Yeah, yeah, it's come and go. We'll have tons of, kind of be a natural flow of people you can talk to. So tons of giveaways. We'll have kind of an inflatable, game. I think Raising Cane's will be there with free drinks and things like
Oh,
that. So
yes. Awesome.
everyone likes their tea and lemonade. But yes, we have a ton of people. It's a big event, so we're gracious for all the volunteers.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Should I make sure all my kids are well fed before coming or will leave any food available?
yeah, we'll have some free hot dogs. It will kind of curtail some of uh, your hunger, but there'll be some drinks and some free hot dogs for you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I've heard free hot dogs, free life jackets, free fishing, help and equipment. Are there any other costs I may encounter? Like, is there like an entrance cost that may be there?
No, no, Rough Creek Park, it's free, so you can park right there. It's a quick little walk around. Be just a great day. So ton of free stuff and yeah, no expense to the public. So we have public restrooms there as well.
Well, we know that Texas weather has zero chill. If we wake up that morning and it's pouring, is there a rain date or are we just embracing the water awareness of getting soaked?
Just depends on, that day. If of course we have lightning or something like that, but we'll have to make the call that morning. May is, it's a hit or miss on Texas weather. We try to coincide this with Safe Boating Week just to kind of get the information out there. But if we have to cancel the event, we'll still have the life jackets. People can reach out to us and we'll get you a life jacket no matter what. So,
Perfect.
yeah,
So ultimately, the goal of giving away free life jackets will happen
no matter what.
regardless, no
Right.
matter what.
Hopefully we have the event. So,
Yeah.
it was a big hit last year.
Could I bring my fur baby? If I have a dog on a leash, are they welcome to the party?
They are. Just know there's gonna be a ton of people out there. Just make sure, of course, they're on a leash, and it'll be lights and sounds and stuff. Your dog's sense of that, just be aware of it.
Yeah, yeah. We've got to be a very relaxed and chill
Mhm.
dog. Okay, cool. Are we shouting out to just Hood County residents? Like, if I'm visiting Granbury from Fort Worth, can I still swing by, or is this like a locals only?
No, I mean, of course, we want these life jackets to be used on Granbury, but we know with pools and things like that, water safety is water safety to us. So we really, want to, promote this for Hood County just with all the kids around here. And we have this great resource with the swim beach. We actually have a new life jacket loaner station over at D. Cordova Bend Park in the swim beach. They don't have free access to life jackets that we provide as the BRA.
Tell me a little bit. What exactly is a like loaner station?
Yeah, so there'll be there's a bulletin board there with free life jackets that has some information on kind of sizing and things like that. But it's free day use, so while you're there throughout the day at the swim beach or in that park, you can grab a life jacket. We just ask that you return it at the end of the day. So
Nice.
free use
Yeah.
for future people.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You mentioned that this is around the same time as Safe Boating Week. So, for all of our friends who are visiting Lake Granbury, what are some main tips that you would like to remind people that, is important for people to know while they're out on the water?
One of the main things at Lake Granbury is that we have our own regulation as far as distance for boating.
Okay.
A lot of people come here from different lakes, and the state law is 50 foot, but on our lake, it's 100 feet. So if you're within 100 feet of any shoreline, dock, other boat, personal watercraft, you have to remain 100 feet away if you're underway. If you come any closer, you've got to slow down to no wake speed. That's the main big difference if you come to Lake Granbury,
What is a no wake speed?
where you don't create any kind of wave on the water when you're moving through. Generally, idle speed is where you want to be if you're in a no wake area, in the safest way. And be sure and keep your life jackets accessible. If you're under 13, be sure and have it on if you're underway. Drink plenty of fluids. Texas gets hot,
Oh, yeah.
so make sure that you have plenty of water on board and watch out for your other people on the lake. Make sure you keep that 100-foot distance and just have a good time.
Yeah. I I heard you say the word accessible. Is that what is important about the life jackets on the boat for the adults?
That's extremely important. A lot of people on a boat or anything of that nature, and we check to make sure that their life jackets are handy. A lot of people will keep them in the storage bin up front. There's 4 people sitting on the storage bins. If something were to happen, it'll happen when you least expect it. So if those life jackets are out and accessible, the best thing to do is be sitting on it. That way, if something does happen, you have it right there handy to put on in an emergency.
Absolutely. I imagine most people think that, well, they'll have time and they can just get in there and grab it, but that's probably not the reality of most
Unfortunately, no,
situations.
it's not. So keep it accessible, keep it handy. Wear it is the best thing to do. But if you're not going to wear it, at least keep it where you can grab it at a moment's notice.
Lake Granbury, as of right now, we have tons of water, so all the boat ramps are open. So, it's one of those things that lake's full, everyone comes to the lake because that's, with the rising costs of everything, that's the one of the cheaper things to come do. So safety is a paramount. Of course, drink tons of water, maybe limit the alcohol consumption, but we just hope and pray that everyone comes back at the end of the day, returns home and has a great experience.
Yeah, absolutely. What boat ramps do y'all have?
So we have D Cordova Bend Park. There's a boat ramp there with Courtesy Dock, Rough Creek Park, Thorpe Springs Park, and Hunter Park.
Oh, okay. Several.
Several. Blank. Yes, yes. All have boat ramps. So depending on what area of the lake you want to be on, some of our more popular boat ramps are D Cordova Bend Park and Rough Creek Park, and then on kind of the main lake in Hunter Park, for the fishing and things like that.
Okay.
Hunter Park's close to the river as well. A lot of people like to go up the river. So
Okay. Nice. Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So remind me again time, date, place for our water safety awareness event.
Yes, so Water Safety Awareness Day, it's at Rough Creek Park here on Lake Granbury, May 16th this year, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And the address to Rough Creek Park is 2209 South Morgan Street, also Highway 144.
Okay.
So here in Granbury.
Okay, great. Well, this is a really cool event, and we really appreciate everybody putting this together. And I'm sure it takes a lot of effort to recruit all of the volunteers and get the life jackets and everything. So, yeah, very cool thing that y'all's office is working on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, water safety messages can never be heard enough, and reminders to take care around water can be done in fun and engaging ways for all ages. And that's really what makes, this event really special. Even for those who have been out before, rehearing and reinforcing water safety techniques and measures can be life-saving. Well, if you are listening and you have got questions, please feel free to shoot an email to information@brazos.org or give us a ring at 817-573-3212. We're happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us on Unpacking the Brazos River, and we will see you between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Saturday, May 16th at Rough Creek Park on Lake Granbury.